Darnold for the red zone now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike 5-4. Watch the screen.
Here's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Rivers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Who that? Check three. Check Nick. No lady. Check no lady.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Brady. Throw left side, reeled in by Lacoste. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Brady. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete.
At the 23-yard line.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
To throw again, Brady. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Hey, go 66.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go again. Let me do.
Off the bootleg, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Jets.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. No.
Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Hey, let's go. Bravo. Number 53, Mike 53.
Here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Lacoste over the middle. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Throwing on first down is Brady. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw, Darnold. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check 49. Check safety, check safety.
To throw is Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now it's Darnold. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Check down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, Charlie.
Now Darnold. Got an open man, it's a new one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. The tight end Lacoste here out on the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a pass dropped off here for James White, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He hits White, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Regular. Mike 54. Mike 54. Greystone travel. Watch the slap. Sponge. Go. Sugar.
On first down, Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Ja'Kai Polite in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
64, weak. All day, just like that. Just like that. Watch the edge. Let's go on. No, 66. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check it.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Back now in Foxborough, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
We're going to sign. 54's Mike. Check. Red lady. Red lady.
They'll run on first down. Bell. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Right there. 54 Mike. Lady.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
You gonna see me and you like me. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All that, baby, all that. Red lady. Check. The lady.
Darnold from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Red lady. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. It's Orbit. 54.
On 4th down, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Touchdown.
Point after now from Catanzaro. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Jets 21, Patriots 10.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throw complete to Dorsett. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And the defense... not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A give to Bell. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Jets.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo. Alpha.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Demaryius Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. John Simon in on the stop. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll go again with Bell. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, check, right 54. Right 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, Foxtrot. Right 54. Man, 54. Watch the slant.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Go, Jackrabbit. Come on, get it.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
60 outlaw. 54. Mike, 54. Pick it up, guys. Get ready.
On second down now. It's Grant, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Jets, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause I like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell him we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, 100 minute that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give